On this episode of the show, we're going to talk about new home purchases and estate planning. Creating wealth, protecting families, building legacy. This is the Rich Life Lawyer Show. Hey everybody, this is Christopher Small, and this is episode 30 of the Rich Life Lawyer podcast. I am your host as always and the owner of CMS Law Firm. We help people get rich and live forever. And the purpose of this podcast is to help you do exactly that. Today we're going to talk about your home and what you should do to when it comes to estate planning and maybe protecting your home or thinking about how you want to pass it on. There are a couple of different things that you can do, and I want to talk about those very briefly. This is a question that I actually have been asked in the last couple of days, and so I wanted to just go over it real quick. So the situation I want to talk about today specifically is what you do when you have just purchased a new home that you want to live in, right? And you maybe already have an estate plan put together, and you're wondering, do you need to change things? Do you need to update your will? Do you need to update your trusts to reflect this new home? What should you do to make sure that your home is now a part of your comprehensive estate plan? And that's a great question. The short answer is, first, if your home is going to be your actual home where you live most of the time, and it's in the state where your estate plan is made, so it's not like a second home or a vacation home in another state, then the solutions are relatively straightforward. You can, if you own a trust, transfer the home into the trust via quitclaim deed most of the time. By the way, if you're going to do this stuff, consult an attorney before you do it. Just make sure it's right, particularly if you're not in Washington State. But you can do it via quitclaim deed to your trust. You won't have to pay any transfer taxes or excise taxes or anything like that. Then your trust will then become the owner of your home when you pass away, or if something happens to you, then the trustee would be able to manage your home as a trust asset. If you do not have a home, if you do not have a trust, and you know whom you want your home to go to if something happens to you, then you can file something called a transfer on death deed. This is a deed. It's a real estate document that's filed with the county recorder that simply tells everyone whom you want the property to be transferred to when you pass away. If you own the property with your husband or wife, you're going to want to both sign that transfer on death deed. And again, consult an attorney before you do this to make sure it's done right, because you do not want to do it wrong and not find out until you've already passed away and things don't work the way that you want. Okay, but those are really the two short answers. Those are really two easy ways to incorporate your in-state home into your estate plan. Simply transfer on death deed. Transfer on death deed will also help you avoid probate. If you don't care about avoiding probate, you can just leave it, and the probate process will take care of the transfer of the home. Sometimes not even probate, depending on how many assets you have and the makeup of everything. But that's going to get slightly technical, probably too technical for today's podcast. Maybe I can talk about it specifically in another podcast. All right. So congratulations on buying a new home. If you're listening to this and you fall into that category, homes are cool. They're relatively safe and secure assets. They tie up a little bit of your cash, but it's a home. I own a home, and I love it. So that's it for today. If you ever have any questions, you can call me, 206-659-1512. You can always email me, chris@cmslawfirm.com. You have a question you want to ask, I will answer it to you personally, and then I probably will answer it to you on the podcast, because if you have it, a lot of other people probably have it too. All right, take care, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.